Jess, and I am here with Word on the Street number 3. I am really excited to be here this week because I am going to be sharing a little bit more of our new set, For All It's Worth. And this is one of my favorite sets from the release. It's probably my most favorite because it's so versatile and you can do so many different things with the images. So last week I posted on my blog the project that I made using this stamp, which was this recipe box. And I used all Market Street stamps in it, and I ended up making the box as well as these coordinating recipe cards. And that stamp is from the set, that stamp's from the set, that cow head and these scallop circles are from the set. And I wanted to, I got a lot of questions about how I made the recipe box and how I made the recipe cards, and so I thought I would share more about this project today. So I actually created a template of the recipe box. It's a PDF and you can download it at the Market Street site, or if you're reading this over at my blog, you can download it there as well. But basically what it is it is a template for you to cut out and make your own recipe box. So this is just an extra one. I've cut this one out and I am going to trace it onto craft cardstock. Now this template is just a hair smaller than the recipe box that I made, just because in order to make a template to fit, like to be able to be printable through a normal printer, I couldn't exceed certain margins. So it is a hair smaller, but I think it is perfect. So I'm just going to go ahead and trace around this template with my pencil, and I will be right back. Okay, before I cut this out, I wanted to share a quick tip with you. I just attached my template to my craft cardstock using some washi tape. And this is really low tack tape so that it peels up easily and doesn't damage either the template or your cardstock. Just so you don't have to worry about it moving around on you while you're tracing around it. So as you can maybe see there, I have the template traced, and I'm just going to go ahead and cut around it. What the template is really useful for is you can just lay it over your project, and then all of the dark black lines are score marks. So I'm going to go ahead and score through my template because I can always print out another one if this one gets ruined. And I'm just going to go ahead and score, get my score line going, and then go ahead and score right there. And you can also mark those with a pencil if that's easier. Whatever method works best for you. I just find that it's easier to kind of go right from the template. So I have all my score lines marked, and I sort of just folded them so they would bend easily to form the box shape. And my preferred method of adhering everything together is to use score tape. I would recommend, this is 1/8 of an inch thick. I would probably do a little bit thicker, but this was all I had on hand. So the only place that you need to apply the score tape is right here on these little flaps that fold in. So it hardly needs any adhesive. One of my favorite things about score tape is that you don't need a scissors. You can just rip it. I'm actually just going to go ahead and apply it here so I don't do it up too high. And score tape holds surprisingly well. You really don't need to go overboard with it. Okay, now just make sure these tabs are tucked in. And go right up. Just make sure everything looks even. I can see this is over a little bit too far. We want all the edges to line up really nicely. That looks nice. That looks pretty good. All right, now we have our little recipe box. As you can see, this is the basis for it, and really your imagination is the limit now. On mine, I added a couple of grommets, or eyelets right there, and used these chipboard letters to spell out recipes, and then used the stamp from the set to say from my kitchen to your table. And then I used some papers to decorate the front. You could maybe border punch this top edge to kind of add a decorative edge up there. You could do some kind of paper peeking out from under there. You could, you know, even die cut a shape up there and have some paper coming through that way. The sky's the limit, but this is just sort of a jumping off point so you guys can create your own custom recipe box. There's a couple of other things I wanted to show you that I created with mine. I wanted to show you a couple of features using my favorite stamp from the set, and that is this cow and the scalloped circle. Okay, so I have the cow and I have the scalloped circle, and I wanted to just show you a couple of my favorite things about these two stamps. On this particular card, I masked off the circle and I had the cow just poking through, and I really thought that was cute, and I just wanted to show you how easy and simple that is to do. First, I inked up the scalloped circle. Then I just took a Post-it note. It can be smaller than this, of course, or you could use masking paper or regular paper, whatever you have on hand. And I'm just punching out a circle with, this is from Fiskars. I believe it's the 1.5 inch circle punch. And I'm actually going to take the reverse of this and mask off the scalloped edge. And as you can see here, you can still see some of the scallops, so we'll just take another Post-it and mask off that area as well. And over here just in case. Okay, so now I just have the portion that I want the cow to be stamped on. And I don't need to ink up the whole thing here, just the head. And we'll get him centered in there. Perfect. As you can see, he looks pretty darn cute. I think that would be really cute for tags or labels. Again, you can really just use your imagination, think of a lot of different projects for him. And then there was one other thing I wanted to show you about the cow, is that this little party hat fits on him perfectly. So I wanted to show you how I did that as well. I think you can do it either way. But I thought it was easier to stamp the party hat before the cow. So what I did was just inked up the hat here. Did a little bit at an angle. And then what I did with this is just make another mask. So stamp it onto your Post-it. And you don't even really need to cut the whole thing out. You can just cut out the base of it. Now we'll just place that over the hat. Ink up our cow again. And just get him lined up in there. I'm trying not to lean my head into the video. There. Perfect. We'll just take off his little mask there, and he looks really cute with that little hat on. I really hope that you guys try out the recipe box project. I think it would be great for Christmas or shower gifts or birthdays, anything you guys can think of. It really is a match made in heaven with these stamps. You can do, you know, a lot more than I did with them, but I only made 4 cards, so you could make a ton. And I definitely would try out the From My Kitchen to Your Table, Milk It for All It's Worth. There's just way too many cute sentiments in here that pair well with this. So that is it for today this week. I also wanted to mention that in this video, I didn't do a voiceover. I just sort of talked my way through it. And I can do the videos either way. I really would like your guys' feedback on this because it's just a little bit quicker for me to do it, to talk through it. But if you hate this way and totally prefer the other way, that's fine. Just let me know either in the comments at YouTube or the comments at either my blog or the Market Street blog. Some way I will read them. So thank you guys so much for watching this week, and enjoy your weekend.